All right? Okay. Are you hollering at me? You see,
I'm hollering at you.
just because you're from Green Bay, Green Bay lost, man.
That's all right.
Don't act all proud. Although you look big enough, you might have played at Green Bay. Go ahead.
Now the question, as a matter of fact, I have two questions.
You get one.
Okay. All right. I'm a Vietnam veteran.
We appreciate your service, sir.
And a lot of our veterans, I mean, really, like I go to Columbia at the Veteran Administration Office. And to them, it's just like a job making money. But for us, excuse my French, it's hell. I've been to hearings, and 9 times out of 10, you know, they're not veterans, they're civilians. You know, they don't know what's it like. You know, they told me to go to Washington, D.C. You know, why should I go to Washington, D.C.? It's just like starting over again.
What are you trying to do? Get disability payments?
Yes, sir.
Well, look.
Not just me, a whole lot of us.
Yeah, no, I understand. Look, I'm on the Veterans Affairs Committee, and I have fought for disability payments for my veterans in Illinois. When I first got into the Senate, we ranked last. My state ranked last in disability payments to veterans. Dead last. Out of 50 states, we were 50. People in places like New Mexico were getting 50% more in disability payments than folks in Illinois. And so I called in the new secretary, then he's now gone, but Secretary Nicholson. I had him come to hearings in my home state and told him he's got to fix this, and had him hire more case evaluators and had more resources allocated to make sure those disability payments were dealt with properly. But the big problem we've got at the Veterans Administration is that they don't budget enough money to provide the services that our veterans have earned. I mean, veterans shouldn't have to beg for their payments. They've earned them. You know, part of the problem is that George Bush did not want to let people know how much this war in Iraq was going to cost. So we didn't have a clear budget of all the veterans that were going to be coming home. You already have veterans from the Vietnam War. Now you've got all these veterans coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan. Many of them have post-traumatic stress disorder that's been undiagnosed. That's why so many of them end up homeless, because they have mental adjustments that need to be made when they come back from wartime, and they're not getting services. So, number one, we've got to budget properly. Number two, we've got to keep all medical records electronically so that they're immediately transferred to the VA, so that there's no gap between getting disability payments, getting evaluated, being placed in the VA system. That should be immediate, from Department of Defense straight to the VA. Number three, everybody should be screened for post-traumatic stress disorder, not just physical injuries, but also mental injuries. And people should be getting the services that they need. Number four, every veteran should be receiving improvements in GI Bill benefits. You know, when my grandfather fought in World War II, when he came home, he could afford all of college based on his GI benefits. Now it's just a fraction of what it costs to go to college. That needs to be updated so that everybody, if you fought in a war on behalf of the United States of America, you come home, you should be able to go to college. You shouldn't have to pay for it. That should be part of the package. But in the end, you know, this is the obligation. This is part of the job of the commander-in-chief. It's not enough just to salute and speak at a Memorial Day parade. If you're serious about our troops, then you are going to make sure that they aren't being put in the position that you are. And I will promise to make that a priority of mine when I'm President of the United States of America. All right, I've only got time. I've got time for one more question. Go ahead.